Hello and welcome back. If you're a returning viewer, welcome in to the community. If you are a new viewer, hi, I'm Nicole. I am a multi-business mompreneur. What does that mean? That means that one, I'm a single mom. Not all mompreneurs are single moms, but I am a single mom. I am also a small business owner of three small businesses that are baby businesses, which means that they were opened in the last certain short amount of time and they are just starting to make money. Um, so I have three small businesses. I am also a mom and I'm also opening a charity this year. It will be open to receive and start helping the first family clients in August. So this is my weekly vlog channel. So come along for the ride. Just ignore my chair. I need to get some WD for it. I think I have some in a closet or under my kitchen sink. I'm gonna have to check. But it needs sprayed. Anyway, let's talk about Business 1 goals. Business 1 is healing and thriving with WITL. It is my life coaching, speaking, nonfiction business. It's all about helping other women who are boss babes and mompreneurs heal from their past, grow, and organize and simplify their life in a way that's going to help them step into their dream life a hell of a lot faster. So as far as goals, you've seen in the B-roll, I was writing down system 2 for the business. I have started writing down the systems for my businesses so that I can start streamlining them. One, so I won't be bottlenecking my businesses and doing it all by myself forever. And two, so that I can figure out how to make each step faster, more efficient, and the conversion rates get even higher so that I can keep growing my businesses, do it easier, and do it in a way where it's documented so that when I bring on team members, I can be like, that's your job, this is the process. And I don't have to do it anymore. That's how people scale their business. So I already have systems in place. I just didn't know that until I started doing research. I already have some systems in place. The ones that I recognize immediately, I am taking time to write them down and rewrite them a couple of times to put it where it makes more sense. And then I am putting it on my computer in a step-by-step process and really timing how long and the percentages and everything each step takes so that I can really start working on fixing it so it moves smoother and faster. So that's one big goal that I have for healing and thriving. I wrote down one system for this week. I am going to focus on that one system and getting it off of paper and into the computer and start seeing where I can improve. I did system 1, which was content, and that system is horribly done right now. Half of it really needs to be improved big time. I am spending 12 and a half hours on content to pre-make content for one entire week. And that's not good. I want to take that down to a few hours. So I have work to do. I am also going to sell 2 to 3 growth jumpstart packages this week. I still have my other packages available. I have one-on-one coaching available. But in order for me to hit my goals, I do have a goal of selling 2 to 3 of my growth jumpstart packages, which is one-on-one coaching for an entire month with me, with a strategy call, resources, worksheets, PDFs, a bunch of other things. So I am working on that. And before I forget, I want to start during these vlogs putting up a list of my goals up on the screen at some point, either during the B-rolls or during these clips, whatever. I did say that they're going to be more structured, but if so, I hope that you're enjoying them this way. Other goals for this week: record, edit, upload, and schedule podcast episodes 9 and 10. 9 is done today. It's going to go out first thing in the morning. 10 I do Wednesday. Do vlog number 4, currently in the process. And a bunch of my regular content stuff. I'm still keeping up with my 75 hard challenge experiment for this. I am also starting to outline my book, Lessons Learned from My Exes. Yeah, I think that's it. If not, it'll be on the screen. So let's get to the next part of our day. Okay, let's talk about goals. For this week, my personal goals and what I've done so far. Um, so, personal goals, I want to finish purging and deep cleaning my apartment. I plan on deep cleaning it once a month from here on out. I have a list that I've made so I can print it off every month and check it off a few things every day throughout the month, and by the end of the month, the entire apartment will be deep cleaned. That way it'll be good to go if we have an inspection or something. But I also want to finish purging my apartment, and by this point, I need to re-purge the rooms that have already been purged. But when I purge the rooms, I'm also wanting to go through anything that is out, and if it's like a holiday thing or a seasonal thing, pack it up, because I'm planning on moving out of here and being into a new place before the holidays this year. So I won't need it again. And if it's something that I know I'm not going to use until later in the year, I'm going to go ahead and pack it. I want to start strategically packing up my apartment, one room, one area at a time, of things that I know I'm not going to want to or need to touch until the end of the year. That way, all of that will already be ready to go. I'm not going and getting boxes right now. I'm just using boxes from our orders for right now. So I want to continue and finish purging and deep cleaning my apartment this month. I would like to finish purging it this week, but it may not happen all of it this week, at least some of it. Personal goals as well. I am still doing the 75 hard challenge. Yes, it's an experiment for my healing and thriving business because of a book I'm writing. That way I have the data to back it up. But also it's personal. The reasoning behind it all, the whole plot of the book is very personal. It's something that I want to accomplish for myself, and the big thing with that is self-discipline. I used to be incredibly disciplined back when I was in the military, and if I needed to get something done and it took hours to do, I was at it for hours on end, pushing, no hold back. And now, not so much. So I want to get back to that. I want to have discipline again. I'm also working on learning how to play guitar, and I'm still practicing ASL, and I want to start practicing with a friend so I can use it in conversation instead of just practicing with the app. So take it out of the classroom into the real world type of deal. What else? I need to pay bills. I ordered groceries today and have them all put up. I'm gonna have to order some more, but groceries are so high right now because of everything. It's not going nearly as far. I do want to start cleaning and organizing every room too, because the clutter is getting on my... But we have completely outgrown this apartment, so there's only so much I can do at this point. But I do want to make it easier to live in. So I've moved off my journals to my window sill by my bed because that's where I journal anyways. So that entire space on my shelf is open, so I'm going to rearrange all of that because that's my spiritual slash beauty shelf. So it's got all my nail stuff, all of my jewelry, my makeup, all of that. I don't have any other way to organize it, so I'm just going to organize that shelf better. And I would like to reclaim some of the space in my room from my office to bedroom, but we'll see. And I really need to really organize the living room and stuff a lot more, and my daughter's room. So that's personal goals for this week. I also redone my schedule, so we'll see how well that goes. I used ChatGPT and told it what I wanted. I have 3 businesses. I have personal goals, family goals, relationship goals. I have a charity I'm wanting to open. I need to split my hours in this way, more for this and less for that, and only 1 or 2 hours per week for this, and etc. I need time to exercise, I need time for sleep, etc. And it made me a schedule a while back, and I just revised it and switched it around to the routine I've kind of fallen in that I really like and I'm enjoying. So that's what I'm gonna try to stick to from here on out. Alright, let's get to it. Relationship and family goals. Um, so for me, these are actually two different categories, but both are important because I eventually do want to start dating again. I do want to find my person. I don't think it's time to start dating again yet, but I know that that time is coming very soon. Actually, I have a strong feeling that I'll be dating again by the end of the year. And I'll get into that in another time of why I'm having that strong feeling. But I know I want to start dating again soon. So part of the relationship goals I have is working on myself and becoming the person that I am looking for as my person. So I want someone that's honest and loyal, who's a little possessive, not jealous, possessive, because I've dated a lot of piece of shits and none of them really cared about whether someone flirted with me or talked to me, and they would even talk to other women in front of me blatantly. And I really want someone who is going to be a little possessive, just a little. Um, Someone who's my person, not necessarily someone that I'm dating, but my person. I want them to be possessive to the point of I'm their person, they're mine, we don't want anyone else, and if someone else looks at me or flirts with me in that way, they are not going to get jealous. It's going to be more of a you need to back off because she's obviously with someone, so you need to back off type of thing. I want someone to fight for me in that way, not actually fight. I want someone who doesn't expect me to tear down all of my walls for them, but would rather climb over them and sit with me as I am, so that we can be with one another as we are, as we grow and learn and become our best selves together, instead of expecting one another to change immediately for that person. There's just a long list of things that I want in my person, so I am working hard to become that person myself. Also, friendships. I have a couple of really good best friends, but I also want to start building more relationships. I want to make a couple more really good close friends, and I want to start building at least one networking relationship once a month with someone that we're friends, we're not super close, but what we're into and the business that we're in and maybe just the way we think can benefit one another by bouncing ideas off of one another, or hey, I need this, I know someone who has that or has connections to that. So I would like to start building a network connection once a month as well, and deepen my bestie relationships that I have. And family goals, we are working to spend more time together, and not just on homeschool and therapy and movie nights once a week and just in between stuff, but actual quality time together. I want to experience things this year like going to the Nutcracker Ballet and um, going rock wall climbing. I love rock wall climbing. I think my daughter will love it too. So I want us to go and do things together. Um, and she's getting into theater too. So I think going out and doing things together is definitely going to be one of my relationship goals this year and this week. So yeah, and it's getting warmer. So we'll see what we can get into this week. But for now, we are having a paint night and movie night this weekend. And then also, my self-care weekend that I do once a month is this weekend, which I didn't really think about when I planned it, but my self-care weekend never mind. Now that I'm actually looking at the calendar, my self-care weekend isn't this weekend, it's next weekend. This weekend is my Super Bowl party, so I'm throwing a party for me and my friends and our kids to get together. I'm going to make wings and dips and a bunch of stuff, and we're going to have fun. Only me and one of my friends actually like football. I love football, but the rest of them have no cares, but they want to have a Super Bowl party. It was actually one of their ideas. I've been wanting this for years, and now that I have genuine, caring friends, one of them's like, I like football, can we have a Super Bowl party? I'm like, yes, we could do that. I would absolutely love to do that because I love football. I love cooking for people, and I want to have more social gatherings with my friends. Something I've really wanted to do because I grew up in the kitchen with my aunts and my grandmas. It's like my version of a potluck, but instead of having friends over and everybody bringing a dish that they already made or they bought, I want everyone to pick out their favorite dish of uh, whether it's snacks, an entree, appetizers, dessert, or whatever it is, their favorite dish. And I want them to bring the supplies to make it to my home. And then all of us, while the kids are playing, we get together and we cook all of these things together in the kitchen. And then we sit down together with the kids, all of us together, have some wine. I'll get some like sparkling juice for the kids so they have their fancy drink too, and have a meal together, but not just come bring the food and then we sit down and eat. I want it to be a gathering where we cook together because I miss cooking with people that I love. And that was one of my absolute favorite things. One of my only happy memories growing up is cooking in the kitchen with my aunts and my grandmas. So I would love to uh, sort of carry that over in a unique tradition of getting together with my friends and cooking together and then having that meal together with some wine and drinks and just having fun and having conversation with people I care about. So that's something I really want to do soon. So the Super Bowl party is just the first step to that. Um, yeah, it's time for me to get to the next part of the day. Okay, as far as goals for my second business, Heiser, which is my pen name for my fiction books, my goals this week are to outline my short story Cost of Admission, to do to do 20 chapters of input edits for my thriller Watching Me. It was my first book, and it was recently, well, last year, excuse me, professionally edited. So I'm going through and inputting the edits. I need to do 20 chapters of that this week. I already did 10. I'm doing 10 more today. As soon as the book edits are all in, then I am going to, I think I want to hire a formatter because it's a big chunky boy and I don't have the time. So I think I'm going to hire a formatter for the first time and have them reformat the book for ebook and paperback, and then I'm going to republish it. So I need to do 10 more chapters today. I'm also reading and taking notes of characters in my fantasy series. I am doing that for the first 2 books because I am starting edits for the 3rd book. And there's a new character that was introduced at the end of book 2, and I can't remember which name I gave him. There was 2 new characters, and I could only find one name, and I can't remember which name went to who. So I'm rereading and taking notes, so I have the notes in the future when I come across it too, because I have book 3 and 4 of the series left to edit and publish. So I am reading and taking notes for that. What else am I? Oh, I am finishing the outline for my next fantasy series, the duology. I'm about 60% of the way through the outline, so I'm going to finish the outline this week, type it up, and put it in, and then I need to outline the second book. What else am I doing? Oh, I am doing phase 4 edits of my paranormal horror novella. So I'm in the first phase of edits for that. I'm doing that this week. I am writing the first draft of my body horror novella. So I still have like 10k words I need to write in that this week. But I wrote a chapter in it the other night and it was super creepy and I really freaking enjoyed it. And doing edits in my paranormal horror novella is so good. Like, I've had so much fun with these 2 novellas. Like, so much fun. I freaking love it. I'm enjoying the entire process. I also need to, after I outline my short horror story, Cost of Admission, I need to start writing it, and I need to outline the next short horror story, all of her little accidents, so I can start writing it next week. My goal is to outline and write between 1 and 3 short horror stories a month this year, because I have a huge project I'm doing next year, so I want to have all of these short horror stories ready. So next year I'm going to edit them all and do all of the things, but this year it is just outlining and writing them. So I'm actually already behind on that. I was supposed to do 1, 2, 3 short horror stories last month, and I didn't get any of them done. So I'm working on the first one this month. For my quarter goal, I want to get 3 to 6 done for the quarter. So as long as I get somewhere between 3 and 6 by the end of the quarter, I'll be happy. So yeah, Right now, I just uploaded a new podcast episode for Healing and Thriving. So now I am going to go work on input edits for my thriller I was just talking about. So it is Thursday, and I have a podcast I am guest appearing on later today. Um, it's recorded, so not live. So I don't know when it'll be going up. I will let everyone know when it does. I also have a free training that I'm going to watch and participate in this evening. But right now, tell you about my goals for Business 3, my Nikki Heiser platform, which is my children's book platform. I write the books, my daughter illustrates them. She paints the illustrations for it. All of these books are written for elementary school aged special needs kids. So they practice their sight words and they can use these books to learn how to read, and it can grow with them. As long as they are elementary school aged, they can use these books. We do have plans on doing a middle grade book in the future because my daughter has started drawing and sketching her own characters now. So I am going to do a book, write a whole middle grade book on those. And it's going to be a little bit like Diary of a Wimpy Kid vibes. Um, as far as this week, the only goals I have for the Nikki Heiser platform, Business 3, is I was going to sketch 3 of the pages for book 2 so that my daughter can paint them. However, I have lost the outline for the book. I have already written the book, and I cannot find the draft, the outline. It's a children's book, so it's pretty much just it's like a picture book, so it's pretty much just an outline. I don't have to go into an extensive writing. It glitched. It is storming like crazy today, y'all, so the internet's like glitching and it's worrying me about the podcast review later. Anyways, I cannot find this outline, this first draft of the book anywhere. I don't know where it is. I have searched and I can't find it, so instead of sketching the 3 pages this week, I changed the goal to find the outline this week. Just keep looking, because there's a limited places it could be, and it's only in this room. So I'm going to look for the outline so that I can start sketching the pages next week. If I cannot find it by Saturday evening, I'm going to have to just rewrite it, because I can't even find it on my computer. So yeah, I don't know what the hell. But that's the only goal right now for Business 3, is to find the outline and then to sketch the first 3 pages. I'm going to sketch all of the pages and then give them to my daughter 2 or 3 at a time so that she can paint them. Our goal is to publish 1 book, so our book 2, by the end of quarter 2. So I'm going to sketch all of the pages by the end of this quarter, and then my daughter is going to paint all of them by Q2 month 1, and then I'm going to edit, format, get ready to publish and all of that before the end of Q2. We do plan on publishing 2 books this year and opening a merch line. So my daughter is going to be painting designs for merch. So it's going to be for families, so we're going to have kid sizes and adult sizes, but we're going to do hoodies and maybe like a backpack and some leggings or something. I don't know. But they're going to have really cool paintings of Sissy Bear, our first cat, who the book series is about, as well as just regular paintings from her. And I think we're going to start selling her paintings or auctioning them off. And every bit of the profits are going to go to our charity to get it up and running. Every bit of the profits from our business, our third business, my third business, Nikki Heiser Books platform, every bit of the profits goes directly into an account to help legalize and get SCAFA charity up and running. We are going to have it up and running and open to accept our first family clients by August. So yeah, that's the goal. I am internet glitched again because it's storm. But I am going to start writing a little bit and continue on with my day. It's like lunchtime. Yeah, so actually I probably should go make lunch for me and my kid first. Alright, that's it for now. It's Friday. So let's go over some stuff that I accomplished this week and I actually got done. So vlog 4, these are the last few clips for vlog 4, and then I'm going to edit it today and upload it tomorrow. I posted episode 9 and 10 of my podcast. I redid my entire schedule, so it works better for me, and it is doing a lot better. I paid some bills. I finished all of the input edits for my first book, my thriller, so now I am going to move over the entire book into a new document. I'm going to see if I can just copy it or duplicate the document. So it'll save me time, but I'm going to have to move everything over and arrange stuff so it looks better, and then I am going to start the process of looking to hire a formatter to reformat the entire book, because it is a chunky boy. This book was originally a duology, and then when I rebranded the entire thing and redid the entire thing, because I had absolutely no sales in 2 years, I redid the entire thing. I put the 2 books together as one and redid the title because it's not a series anymore either. Redid the cover, all of it, and it did extremely well. The absolute only negative reviews was it wasn't even really negative reviews. It was everyone loved the book. The story, absolutely loved it. They even said that they wish more thrillers were written in this way. But then there was a few reviews that after they would say all of those incredible things, they would say, but the editing's not great. And it was a little distracting. And I'm like, valid. It was my first book. I didn't know half of the shit I know now. So the editing is bad, and I couldn't afford a professional editor, so I just did my best. And now this is the first book I've gotten professionally edited, because I have gotten such great reviews on it. I wanted to go back to this one and get professionally edited first, because all of the books I put out now, I know so much more now. So when I do put them out, even without professional edits, it's almost, I say it's like 98% clean without edits. And even this book, it was like 114,000 words, and I was scared because sending a book to an editor for the first time, I was like, this was my first book, it's gonna be horrible, there's gonna be red marks all over it. And it was actually not bad at all. Like, I was actually proud of myself when I got the marks back. I was like, oh, okay. And I really loved my editor, because she would even leave in comments here and there about, finally, a woman who is fucking smart, or finally, someone who says it when something scary is happening, like in a horror movie, you don't split up. And so I really loved even her additional little comments here and there about the actual story itself for certain characters, so I really like that. But I got all of the input edits done, so I will be able to fix up the document and hire a formatter. Because it's a big boy and I have 3 businesses, I don't really have the time to spend to reformat this book for paperback and ebook. I can do it, but it's taken me like 6 months or more just to input all of the edits on top of everything else I'm doing. So I'm going to hire someone else to do it for me. And actually that's going to save me a lot of frustration, because I can reformat a book into the size for ebook very easily, but to format it and put in the table of contents is a bitch. And formatters, that's part of their job description. That's part of the list of things that they do. So I could just be like, hey, I want to hire you to format this book in paperback and ebook. And usually you have to pay a certain price for one format, or paperback and ebook, or paperback, hardback, and ebook. So it will cost me a little bit more, but it's in their job description, so I don't have to do it. So it'll actually save me time and frustration. Um, but I'm contemplating whether to put this out as, like, just completely republish it like I did before, or just to upload the new version, and whether I should give it a new cover. Because usually with the self-publishing industry, writing industry in itself, usually people go about rebranding their books every 2 to 3 years because everything shifts so much. So, like, the colors on the covers could have been super popular for that genre and subgenre 3 years ago, and having a person on the cover could have been super popular 3 years ago, and now it could be completely different. So putting this book out now, I could still not get any new readers because that's not what everyone's looking for now. So I'm contemplating the pros and cons of creating a new cover for it, and maybe instead of just uploading the new version, instead just publishing it as an entirely different book, and just putting out there that this is the revised version, and at so and so date I am unpublishing version 1. So it will no longer be available, but this will be a second version available. I am also making a short list of people who are interested in reading this thriller. It's a crime thriller, and as a PR box, receiving it as a PR box, getting it, doing the unboxing video on social media, and reading it and reviewing it to help me bring more eyes to it. So if you're interested in that, this is a crime thriller. I do not write YA at all. I write new adult and adult. This is adult. If you aren't really in the writing community and you don't know what the difference is in new adult and YA, YA is for like teenagers. And the categories, it's two different things. Either that category is the age of your main characters or the age of your target audience. Um, it it slides into one of those two categories in order for it to be there. So YA is like 15 to 18-year-old. So it's either the main characters are 15 to 18-year-old, or your target audience for this story is 15 to 18-year-old. That's YA. New adult is college aged, so it's 18 to about 22. Um, Again, everyone reads whatever they want. It's just that's how you clarify it and categorize it in the publishing industry. Um, there, there was a lot of people going against that grain about 5 or 6 years ago, because YA got so popular that everyone just started putting YA on their books, even though their book wasn't YA. And they did that just because it was so popular, they wanted more eyes on their book. So it changed a lot of people's understanding of what YA truly is and what it's supposed to be. YA is meant for 15 to 8-year-olds, either target audience or that's the age of their main characters. It doesn't mean that it has to only go for 15 to 18-year-olds and you can't have mature content. The difference in the content is YA, you're allowed to have a little bit of sex. It's usually fade to black, or like maybe once in the book is not fade to black or behind closed doors. and you're allowed to cuss and stuff because it's when they start experimenting and everything. Anyways, college age, you get to have pretty much everything that an adult book would have, except it's either targeted for a college age audience, for a new adult, or the main characters are college aged. Um, that's really the only difference between new adult and adult is college aged audience or main characters. That's it. Um, but YA books are not supposed to have a ton of sex on page. Um, they could drink and different stuff, but it's supposed to be like maybe one front and center sex scene, and the rest is like fake black or behind doors because they're teenagers. Or it's made for teenagers, so shouldn't do that. But again, the industry kind of got a blindsided detour a few years back because of the hype that it got. Anyways, all of that to say, I'm looking for a formatter. So if you're a book formatter and you're interested in working with me, let me know. You can email me at nlheiserbooks@gmail.com. Also, if you are into adult crime thrillers and you're not shying away from trigger warnings because it's got a lot, let me know. I would love to put you on the list for a PR box. I am doing a very small number, probably under 10. It'll probably be between 5 and 10 PR boxes going out. So if you want on the list, please just let me know. And if for some reason I forget to put in my fiction business email in the bottom, it is NLHeiser Books, NLHISER Books @gmail.com. But in case I forget to put it down there, you can still contact me through my my primary business to organizedchaoscorner@gmail.com, and just let me know in the email what it's about. So yeah. So I'm actually super excited about that. And I am going to be looking into paying my editor too for the year so I can start getting more things edited from her. I worked on my paranormal horror novella, the first edits of that. I didn't finish the first edits, but I did get, let me see, 6. I did get 6 chapters done this week. I did get some chapters read and notated for my first fantasy book for the editing for the third book. Let me see. Redid my schedule. Oh, I finally found out how to set up in my shop at organizedchaoscorner.myshopify.com how to set it up so that when clients want to buy a package of my coaching services or just buy a coaching session with me, they can, when they go to put it in their cart on the shop, it will automatically show them my booking page and they can schedule it right then, and then as soon as they pay for it, they get the email, confirmation email, and I get notified too, and it'll pop up on my thing. But that way it takes an extra step out. Before, I had to make sure that in my shop, whenever you check out, I have to get your email so that I can look at your email when I see what you purchased, and then email you and be like, hey, I've seen that you purchased this. Here's the link to book the strategy call or whatever. Now, that's all taken care of. That's an extra step I don't have to do, and it makes it easier on clients. So I finally figured out how to do that and set that up. I redesigned the shop theme so that I like the one before, but this one's a little bit more chic, and I really like it. So I redid that. I even reorganized the shop collections because there was a couple of things that was just completely in the wrong place. So I fixed that. Um, I outlined some of my book for my healing and thriving business. Um, I've outlined like 60% of that, so I need to finish the outline for that next week. Let me see here. I had my podcast interview yesterday. I She said that she's so booked up that it's not going to actually go live until around May, but it's done. I participated in a live uh, free training last night about launching products and services. So I actually learned a lot of tips that I hadn't thought of before, and there were reasons that my launch didn't go well the last 2 years. Uh, and one of the things, like, I didn't even think to do that because I hadn't learned anything about it. I didn't learn anything about funnels until this year, and we're only in the month 2. So I didn't do any funnels for my launch, and that's a big reason it failed. Um, so there's a few things from the training last night that I was able to write down, and I took notes and stuff so my launch can be a success this year. So I did that last night. Um, I wrote down a system 1 for my fiction book platform, fiction book business. I streamlined system 1 for my healing and thriving coaching business, um, and wrote down 1 or 2 other systems for that business as well. So I made a lot of progress this week, actually. I did a lot of really cool things that I'm actually really excited about. Um, so yeah, it was a good week. Um, and this clip was only supposed to be about 5 minutes, and it's about 3 times that. So I'm going to end this now, and I will see you next week. If you like this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be notified when I post another video. I do another vlog every week, and they go up every Tuesday at 11 a.m. So go check it out. I have, sorry, feeling a sneeze coming on. I have 3 other vlogs already up. I'm doing a vlog every week, like I said, and another series may be coming soon. So make sure you subscribe and hang out. And if you would like me to include anything else in this channel or in these vlogs, please let me know, because I am always welcome to new ideas and I want to make this interesting for you. I am a multi-business mompreneur, so this is my channel that I don't have to worry about keeping it within one niche. I can talk about all of my businesses, my life as a mom, and business owner, everything. And whenever I move this year and we start setting up my new office and everything else, you're going to be able to see all of that. So I'm super excited about it. I'm also getting my teeth done this year. I am hoping I'll be able to get it scheduled for sometime this spring. The doctor actually suggested that I wait until the winter's done because everything hurts far worse in the cold, and when it has anything to do with teeth, it is going to hurt far worse, and I'm trying to avoid as many painkiller type of things as I can. So that's going to give me until this spring, which is in just a few months, and I have someone who's going to come in and watch my daughter. She, my godkid, so she also has her license, so she'll be able to go and drop me off and pick me up too, because getting in an Uber when I'm messed up on medication is kind of terrifying with the world that we're in right now. So yeah, I'm excited to finally get that done. I've been waiting because my insurance doesn't cover it, so I have to pay out of pocket, and it's really hard to save money when you're on a very low income. Part of the reason I have 3 businesses that I'm growing because I want to change our lives in that way. So, that's it for now. I will see you next week.